And there's a lovely little fellow with his punching his own face there. That's interesting. I don't know why you're doing that. What's your name, sir? Dave. That's it. Say hello, Dave. Hello. And what do you do, Dave? Mechanic. You're a mechanic? Fucking yes. What do you fucking mechanic? What do you fucking do?
I work for Ford.
You work for fucking Ford. It's easy fucking parts. A lot of men are like, yeah, fucking good job, that air ply. You can fucking put over any part of a fucking Ford. You can put a stop cock on or whatever. You know, there's no stop cocks in cars, is there? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just blonde. And what's your lovely lady called? Ellie, that's a beautiful name. Say hello, Ellie. Hello. And Ellie, what do you do?
I work in insurance.
You work in insurance? Fucking twat. Now, yeah, I'm kidding. No, it's a business based on fear. And what do you insure? Life? What is it? What?
Oil rigs.
You insure oil rigs? Well, you're fucked at the moment, aren't you? Wow, it's a good job it isn't nuclear plants, then you'd be really fucking out of a job, innit, man? Fucking hell. How did you two meet? How did a mechanic meet who does Fords? Oh, you're blaming somebody else for it. Okay, and that's the people at the back. Hello, sir. They blamed you and brought you this couple into it. What's your name, sir?
Cameron.
Danny?
Cameron.
Cameron. Oh, that's very posh, like David. And what do you do, Mr. Cameron?
I'm a student.
Are you a student? And it's that. How did you kind of blind date these people into a situation?
I'm best friends with him.
Best friends with him.
She's best friend with her.
Brilliant.
I studied with her.
Oh, so you like double couples, and then when you get bored of each other, you swap. Yeah. But the problem is you make the wrong swap and you keep fucking the mechanic. That's the problem, isn't it? It's just not fun, is it, you know? It's a swap that's nice, but it just really hurts. That's the problem, man. That's lovely. But, well, I'm going to get to know more of you through the evening, but you seem all lovely and warmed up. Are we warmed up and nice and ready for comedy tonight? Yeah. Beautiful. We've got an absolutely fabulous lineup of comedians, all of which I've seen, which isn't always the case. I bring lots of people on. I brought a few people off, James, and you don't sometimes know what they do, but we're sport for choice tonight, so we've got a lovely lineup. What I want you to do, ladies and gentlemen, can we all just raise our hands up in the air? Some of us have done this before, but I need to warm you all up, ladies and gentlemen. Warm up, stretch them up, wiggle the fingers, and then lower them. When you stretch them, lower them into the lap of the person sitting next to you. Isn't that nice? Okay, take your hands off his balls now, James, for fuck's sake. You're not in the hairdressers now, for crying out loud. Right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for our first act? Yeah. Stand around the applause, James, and spread around the room like an STD or a pajazo. Build it up even more! Even more! And welcome the lovely Mr. Jim Campbell!
Hello! Are we well, people of Southend? Good. I'm Jim. I'm originally from Essex myself. Do we have a lot of people from Essex here originally? Yeah. We do, yeah. I'm from a little town called Raynham. Does anyone know it? Yeah. For those of you that don't, to bring up to speed on what Raynham is like, it is comparable to the early 90s Sega Mega Drive beat-em-up classic Streets of Rage. Only similar game. You know, what seems to be the same man will come up to you over and over again and try to fight you. It's the sort of town where doing the lottery counts as having some sort of ambition. You know, it's a very strange little place. And there's a lot of horrible little kids around in sort of tracksuits and hoodies, and I've been punched in the head for no reason on more than one occasion by such kids. Once, with a can of Lilt. Now, I was not expecting to get totally tropically smacked upside the head, but sadly, that's what happened to me. Even their choice of carbonated weapon had a pretend Jamaican vibe to it. I couldn't believe it. I don't understand how it's even possible to be that aggressive when we're in such comfortable clothing. It's like wearing a hug, and yet they're furious all the time. It was there a little while ago, right, this group of kids intentionally bumped into me. One of them looked me in the eye and rapped at me. Just did a little rap about how shit I am. Didn't really seem fair, you know, we'd only just met. So I said to him, look mate, right, all you do is rap about how good you are at rapping, bitches, guns and drugs and rapping. Nothing else seems to be happening in your sad little life except wild exaggerations about the size of your knife, you little bastard. One side are in the park and you're plastered. You hang outside chicken shops, you smash up bus stops. It's like you're trying to answer the question, how much wit would a half-wit, whichever half-wit could have been wit? You're a tit! Led up a Jeremy Kyle, or I'll put you on trial. You got to cut out the drinking and start the thinking, mate. Your cousin fucks your mates and you mate with your cousin, having kids by the dozen, churning out one little runs, but listen! You should only be related to your children once. And all his little mates are going, ah, you got done by Hugh Fernley Whittingstall. I thought, but all the same I was quite pleased, Max, I can't rap, right? But this kid was furious, and he got right back up in my grill, and he went, "Hey, face it, your rhymes are basic as sure as the cat sat on the mat and that, you prat, but my rhymes will leave you crying, because I'm the king of the jungle like a lion." I was like, no. I'll stop you there. Lions don't live in the jungle, so that is factually incorrect. See, of course, lions live on savannas and would never have a reason to be anywhere near a jungle, let alone be elevated to the status of monarch. That's like calling a penguin the Duke of the Outback. You can imagine an aristocratic penguin swanning around the desert wearing a top hat and 2 monocles. So I pointed this folly out to the kid when he said to me, "Oh, Fop Top, I'm getting sick of your pedanticism, yeah?" And I said, "I think what you mean to say is that you're getting sick of my pedantry. Pedanticism isn't a word. Fool the gang." He then told me that my mum is gay, which she isn't, so again, wrong. Right, I pointed this out. At this point it got quite nasty, the punches started to rain down on me. I went down like a defective weeble and thought I was going to spend the rest of my life being murdered. It was awful. I essentially became enough statistic, and I didn't do this sort of thing when I was a kid, you know? I'm actually a former sorry, I'm experiencing technical difficulties there. I'm actually a former child myself, as I'm sure a lot of you are. And, you know, it's scary, this sort of thing's happening all the time. I saw something on the news a little while ago that some kids did, and before I tell you what it was, let's bear in mind that this is the year 2011. This is the highest year ever recorded, and this sort of thing's going on, right? These kids got a group of tramps in a park. They tied them to trees using bungee cords, put loads of food and booze in the middle and forced them to compete for it, right? But the cords weren't quite long enough, so they nearly get there and spring back and smack into the trees, and the kids were laughing at them, and they filmed it, put it on YouTube, and called it Hungry Hungry Jippos.